Hello to our guest in the basement tonight. We have Geoffrey Asmus. Thanks for being here.
Hello. Thanks for having me in your basement.
Thank you, man.
Great. It's good.
You're free to leave whenever you want. We do have to clarify
That's
that.
what they always say
That's
when
what
you're free to leave.
That's what they always say because nobody ever checks.
Yeah.
Nobody ever checks the locks. Right. We're wearing matching hoodies, which is
We
is
are
good.
a little bit.
You're
Hoodies-
not- you don't
Mine's
have
not
the
a hoodie, but
Yeah.
we'll allow it.
Sweatshirts, we call that.
maroon sweatshirts. Let's
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Maroon, yeah.
Well, it's everything is made in the same factory, and then just
They
you're,
all
you're
are.
fucking.
I know.
There's like two factories where 100% of clothing is made, and then what's that? Comedy Fort in Denver, something like
yeah,
that.
it is. I wasn't good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fort Collins. Yeah,
Fort-
yeah.
and then they
yeah.
just
They just
they
stamp
stamp
a little
it.
decal
It's
on
just
it.
my
You
same
think there's a
shit.
giant factory in China, and they're like, "What do you do here?" It's like comedy merch for America.
Yeah.
That's all we do. We make bad mugs
Right.
and bad sweatshirts.
just T-shirts that say
Yeah.
"Whose queef is this?"
Yeah, it's like this is the Tim Dillon section
Yeah,
of the
right.
factory. you
Right.
know?
Well, I did read that I got these glasses online. These glasses here, and they were like $15. But apparently, like, there's one street in China where all the glasses are made for
Cheap
like
Glasses Avenue.
No, for like Ray-Bans and all the most expensive lenses, and it's the same factory, and then you can order things made at the same factory. You just have to order it online without the brand. So that's
the brand name's the entire price.
yeah,
It's the
exactly.
Exact
It's
same
exact
product.
same thing, and then it's
God.
just who fucking sells it.
Can you ask him to put Gucci on it?
That would be fun. Just change it a little bit. Just
Yeah.
change the logo a
Change it
little
to
bit.
Goofy
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can do that. It's called counterfeit.
Oh, yeah.
Dan,
Wait, could we do that with money?
wait, could we take this to
Oh.
Canal Street and sell Roldexes? Anyways,
Guys, hear me out. Fake watches.
Right.
You know, they're like, I don't know, Dan.
it's to the point that who needs a watch anymore, right?
It's just to prove you have $300. That's what a watch
That's
is.
how much of a comedian you are that you think a
It's-
watch. If
I
people
know.
are trying to show they have 300.
Are they only 300? They're more, aren't they?
Well, you wouldn't.
I have no
It's
idea.
to show you have
If you
collateral.
have a
is that what you're saying?
$300 watch, you're not proving you have $300.
that to me though is like, that's
Yeah.
cool if I had $300 spent on a watch.
I think people spend like 40 grand.
That's
and,
true.
And so
That's
they
true.
just show how much they fucking have
my
on their
dad,
wrists.
my dad's big into watches, and
Yeah.
it's not a here's a money thing. It's like a nerdy autistic thing.
No.
He's like, oh, this is from 1910, and it's got the blah 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 blah.
Oh,
It's
he'll
like,
go in there and
no.
fix
Yeah.
it and stuff.
He's
he has a guy fixing it, but he
Oh.
has a watch collection that he is obsessed with in like a dorky way.
I don't buy
Ah.
anything that's like I'm just a hobbyist and it happens to cost $1 million. Like, oh, I just like Lamborghinis. It's like at a certain
Yeah.
point you have to like the status of it. Like, I don't mean to like
Coins.
I don't mean to blow up your dad's
Stamps.
spot, but he's probably hanging out with rappers when he's not at
Yeah.
home with you. He's got like fur
He's
coats
the
in the
watch
basement.
guy for
yeah.
Gucci Mane.
He
Exactly.
does have me
Yeah.
call him Richie V now, which is
Little Richie V.
is that why I started hitting my mom? Is that why?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. What about stamps?
What about him?
Well, I mean, saying a certain
But like a stamp
collectible
is a
things-
quarter. It's
But
only
like they can be worth a lot of money. They
Yeah, if
can
you have
be.
a
If you
collectible
get,
thing.
like the one George Washington
baseball
licked or
cards.
whatever.
Are you
Right.
is like there's a lots of non bling bling.
Okay, but here's
collecting
the
hobbies.
difference is like a watch new that's not special will still be like 100. Your dad's not buying a fucking Casio. He's buying very nice shit.
He has some Casios.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he's like, this Casio's from 1940, blah blah blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad sucks.
Yeah.
Does he wear a new watch every day, or does he not use them at all? He's like mint condition, keep them in.
Here's the ironic thing:
box.
he can't tell time.
Yeah. He's
He's just
dyslexic.
like-
Yeah.
He just keeps moving.
He's stuck in an
Wow.
acid trip, and he's just like, "What does it mean?"
Yeah,
he just stares at the watches all day, furious.
He goes up to people, he's like, "Can you please tell me what time it is in this $5,000 watch?" Like it's 5 o'clock. He's, "Ooh, I'm late." Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So I think cheap hobbies are fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I collected like baseball cards and
Yeah?
like
Yeah.
pewter figurines and shit.
What's a pewter? That's a type
Pewter's
of stone.
like it's like a metal. It's like a cheap
Yeah.
metal. I like little elves and wizards. It's really lame now
Yeah.
that I say that out loud. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love that shit
It's
as
fine.
a kid.
I feel like lame stuff is at least authentic in that you know
Right.
the person was doing it because they actually liked it and not the way
Yeah.
people do stand up now.
Yeah, right.
Where they're
Or
like,
like
this is cool.
people
Yeah,
are
like
into
a-
like comic books
Right,
now.
right.
Like it was cool. It was cool like comic books 15 years ago.
Well, it was cool when everybody hated you for it and made fun of
Yeah.
you. Now that it's like it's just like hot girls on screens, you're like,
Yeah.
what? This costs nothing anymore.
It's terrible. It's
Everyone
the worst.
realized that superpowers are cool.
So as soon as it becomes cool, it's like you're doing it for cachet.
Well, you don't know.
So soon
It's
as
tough to know when
I can't wait till
it
collecting
moved.
urine becomes cool.
Why?
Because then I don't know, I'll be cool.
Your jugs will be worth
I
a
was
lot of
collecting
money.
urine before it was cool. Everybody, check
Yeah.
it out. Yeah, 1985.
Wipe your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, but so yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here.
having me, yeah.
Where do you last we left off, which is you've never been on this podcast.
Yeah.
But last you and I left off, we were you lived in New York for a little bit,
Yeah,
and then
2
you-
years about. Yeah.
and then you left to go back to Chicago,
yes.
and then
yes.
you've been touring the Midwest doing
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, I went back like 3 or 4 months before the pandemic, so it actually ended up being fairly fortuitous. I think
Well,
I
you-
would have killed myself if I lived here. I don't know
During the
how.
pandemic,
I would have
or-
jumped out of my sixth.
What made
floor
Chicago?
apartment.
What made Chicago any better?
It's just
I mean,
not
you're in a
quite
room
as
alone.
claustrophobic. Well,
Okay,
I had
yeah.
my apartment was 4 times the size for half the price.
Okay, yeah, I see,
Like
yeah.
just more space.
Right.
and I can't imagine is it just deserted here? Like
No.
for 6 months, no one's on the street.
It
Kinda
felt
like
like
ghost
I would.
town.
There was a 6 months period where like nobody was going outside or going into any offices or anything like that, and then there was no one outside, and you would look outside, and it did seem like a little apocalyptic.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
like no cars in the middle of the day, and even like towards the end, I was going to work, and I was in the East Village, and it was just abandoned with shut down stores. It's different now. It's almost
Yeah.
completely
Oh yeah, now it's
recovered.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you were like, this is fucking crazy.
That was-
yeah,
that-
But
yeah,
Chicago
yeah,
must
that
have had a
was-
similar
Chicago
thing.
was pretty
Yeah.
locked down
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chicago
No one's
it
going
wasn't
anywhere.
really that
We all
different.
experienced the same thing.
Yeah, a
but I,
little bit.
I remember before you left, you said, "I just feel like I'm gonna die here." You said something about New York. You're like, "I feel like the apocalypse is coming." And
I
this,
do still
this,
feel
The
that.
city is crumbling, and if
Oh.
I stay here, I'm gonna die.
Oh, this city's on the
completely
edge.
fortuitous. You're like, the
ci-
city's on the edge, and I think a virus will wipe it
Yeah.
out. So I'm gonna go to Chi-Town.
yeah.
I mean,
Turns out your mom's a senator.
we got a lot of money. We
Yeah.
run Chicago.
Right.
No. I think this city is very close to falling apart. I think people don't even.
Do you think you're just Midwestern about it? You think you just can't?
well, the
can't
flood,
take the fact
the flooding. That
Yeah.
was pretty bad.
If it does fall apart and none of your friends die, will you be happy? Will you secretly be like, I fucking knew this place was a shithole and going
Yes,
down? Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. I mean, I will. I'm probably moving back here in like 6 months, but still,
really?
you know, oh yeah, absolutely.
Why?
It's just more comedy. Chicago's like pretty good actually, but like it's just there's a little more here.
that. That's funny.
And we don't have to get too dark on the pod, but I realized I was mostly sad because my friend died, and now I realize that.
Oh shit! So it wasn't
Yeah.
the city at all.
It was a little bit
So-
the city, but I was
so-
blaming the city for my friend dying in the city.
So
That's
this
what it
city's a
was.
death trap, but it's also it turns out the problem wasn't that it's a death trap. You still think it's a death trap.
Yes,
but
that
this is-
doesn't bother me as
You're like,
much
fuck
anymore.
New York. I'm going back to Chicago to my friend's funeral. And,
Yeah. No, he
mostly
died here.
fuck
He
New
died
York.
here. He
Oh,
died here,
right.
yeah.
Nice.
But no, Chicago is a great place. I mean,
I've never been there.
Oh, really? Oh, it's way better than New York,
Is it-
unquestionably.
Is it actually like that Sufjan Stevens song where everybody's singing?
No,
And
that's
it's
that. I don't know why
Chicago?
that song's called Chicago.
Really?
That's not. No, Chicago's like mini New York. It's like a half size New York.
I know. I've never been there. The only thing I know is I watch food documentaries. Apparently, like they'll put like mayonnaise in milkshakes. That's the only
Oh,
thing.
we
I know.
love mayo. Yeah,
yeah.
ranch and mayo. Yeah. Oh yeah, put mayo on your burger.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds horrifying.
No, it's great. Food in Chicago is really good.
Really?
Great food.
It's just
Better pizza.
really.
Pequods.
Better
I mean,
pizza.
I'm not gonna even get in that argument now, but
I know.
but I
really-
do know some good Pequods.
Pequods is very good.
It's
pizza.
supposed to be the good deep dish. And
deep dish. Yeah.
I got a nerd question, and I almost feel like you're gonna hate me. Have you ever been to Bert's place?
No. I've
Do you
never
hear-
been to
did you hear about it?
No. What's that?
It's the guy that started Pequods.
Oh, he did a little
pizza.
offshoot?
He did a little offshoot like in the
Okay.
suburbs of Chicago, and he doesn't even. Well, he's dead now,
Uh-huh.
but he doesn't take.
26.
Yeah.
26 from
20
deep dish
from
pizza.
Deep dish
yeah.
pizza. Cause
That
diet.
shit will kill you at a young age.
Yeah, cause of death. Yum yum yum.
yeah. Well, that and opium.
Yeah, they
but
buried- they
We
buried-
do
opioids,
have
yeah.
a big opium problem in the
Yeah.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also
Okay, so you never
everywhere.
heard of
Is
Bert's.
that here too?
Also in New Jersey and Long Island.
Right.
Here it's kind of hard to have an opium problem. You really
It's
you-
cocaine
Well, it's just
here.
expensive. You got to
Well,
work. You got to do
right.
drugs that allow you to go into the office and stay
Right.
awake
You can't work at a quick trip
and
or
like
whatever.
destroy people's
Yeah,
pensions.
but I hear a lot of people say actually it's not as bad here because there's stuff to do here, and people don't get hooked on boredom. Like they'll be like bored and try opiums once, and that's it. Like in
Absolutely.
the Midwest, and here there's like you got podcasts to do.
I
Yeah.
guess. I don't
we
know.
got podcast studios. I think boredom definitely hooks people. Yeah.
You think so?
It's small towns. Yeah.
yeah.
It used to be alcohol. Now it's opiates.
It's just
whatever.
like you're addicted to opiates, and then you just see like all like it.
I mean, if you see their wives, you're like, you gotta be fucked up to fuck her.
That's exactly-
Like, you
that's
gotta
exactly what I was
be
gonna
a
say.
little out of it.
It's like girls are so hot here. Like it starts to get warmer. Everyone's half naked, and you're like, I should get my life together.
Yeah,
Just
you don't
like,
want. You don't need
know,
opiates.
Over there in Chicago, it's just like what's
no,
what's
not
the fucking,
Chicago. The cities around Chicago.
What's the point?
We got hot people in Chicago. Come on. That's where all the hot people flee is
Oh, yeah?
Chicago.
In
Like
what-
the hot person in every small town moves to Chicago.
Yeah.
In what way? In what way are they ugly?
Well, they're really fat.
Okay, so yeah.
Not
okay.
in Chicago, not so much, but
Exactly.
like outside, they're enormous.
Yeah.
I did a show in Wisconsin last week where there were probably 50 people there. I bet the average weight was 350 pounds.
That's nuts, man.
I'm
Is
not
it the
even
type
kidding.
of the average weight?
They were just like
average weight was 350, 400 pounds.
the whole audience is looking at you, just licking their lips.
They're just like a little boy.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, not much meat on the bone, not much muscle on him. You know.
Like, why is that squirrel telling comedy?
Yeah. they're fucking fat, man. Because there's no public transit, no one walks, everyone just drives everywhere.
But it's also-
cheese everywhere.
Yeah.
So much cheese.
Isn't it also like
Beer.
the fucking the culture there? Like you don't talk about. It's not a very sexually open culture, right? Like the only
Generally not.
vice you have there is eating, which for some reason
Yeah.
religions for the most part are like
They're okay with being
do as-
fat, but
yeah.
don't be gay
Yeah,
and
don't
in
smoke-
shape.
don't-
be
don't-
a physically fit gay man.
don't smoke weed, right?
Yeah.
Don't do anything that's fun. But if you
Yeah.
want to just fucking eat Cheez-Its,
Drink. You can be
Yeah.
a drunk too.
Yeah, yeah,
a drunk
exactly.
who's fat and hits his wife. That's actually okay.
Yeah.
I hate when the vices go perfectly with the law. It's so lame when you know what I mean? Like, because then the population is just whatever the law says. That is what our vice will be.
well, it's not a
So
coincidence.
it says that we can
Right.
eat and drink. It was like, oh, you're so lame that like you decided to fall apart in the government sanctioned way.
right.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, it's
Like,
lame.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like buying
break-
weed is lame when it's legal.
Yeah,
It's
like breaking.
boring.
Yeah, actually.
It's
I
legal in
got-
Chicago now. And it's
I
like
got
boring.
somebody tried to sell me weed at a bodega. They're like, "Hey man, it's kind of legal now. I actually have THC weed
Kinda
if
legal.
you want
It's
it."
kinda
And I was
legal.
like, "Man, this is lame."
It's not like regulated, right? I don't think you're allowed to sell it right now. Like nobody has
Not in a
licenses.
bodega. No,
yeah.
no.
This is just a guy that's a drug dealer, and he's like, he looks at Dan and he's like, this little pussy,
Yeah.
fucking, he's
Probably
not gonna
too
buy
much
it.
of a bitch to go to a park.
Yeah, this little bitch is not. He's not gonna buy it if he thinks it's illegal. So I'm like, hey, buddy, it's totally fine.
I
What if I-
supported a person of color.
What
you
if
know?
You're like, I'll buy it, but only if I can take a selfie.
Yeah,
What if I got offended by it and I was like, "I'll have you. I'm taken." Actually,
Yeah.
I have my
I
own
got a
drug dealer
dealer.
already.
Yeah.
Got a dealer.
and he treats me good.
Yeah.
yeah. I get the best deals from him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's right. You have brand loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the drug dealer goes in, and it's like, "I heard you were hitting on my guy." They get in a
Right. He
big
shoots
fight.
up the bodega. and
Yeah.
now
Oh,
you're
God.
responsible for like 9 people of color dying.
Yeah. No.
And you're just sitting there tearing your hair out.
Yeah. This is why it needs to be
The
illegal.
bodega is the redeeming quality of New York. That is one thing I will say is that is not a
24
thing in
hours a
Chicago.
day.
That is an
block
incredible
away.
Will
You
thing.
Chicago
can get
will
almost
Chicago
anything.
shut down at a certain point? Like if it's 11 o'clock at night and you're hungry, are you
no,
like, "We're fucked?"
there's food till like 3 a.m., but
Yeah.
not like in the same quantity as bodegas. There'll be like restaurants.
It's also the
open and stuff.
convenience and the price. Like
Yeah,
for $2, you can get a snack at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
anywhere.
I do miss the bodega sandwiches. I'm gonna get one after this.
Oh,
I
really?
do miss that. The breakfast sandwiches all
The
day.
big
I
that's
did, I did
great.
stop
Yeah.
eating. You look like one of those guys who eats but doesn't gain weight.
I binge eat. I'll like eat
Yeah.
a lot one day and then eat literally nothing the next day. It's,
Yeah, okay.
It's very bad.
Cool. You should maybe
I haven't eaten a thing today.
join a support group or something.
yeah, some call that a disease.
I love
yeah,
it. You're like, yeah, I eat it. I eat a lot and then I throw it up.
And then I like inject heroin. And it's like it's what a little quirk of my family does. It's genetic. It's
I call it
whatever.
Jeff Lemia. That's
Yeah,
what-
yeah, it's no big deal.
Trademark. That's my secret.
Yeah,
All right, great. So cool. You're coming back to New York. Exciting.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you do you have any so we talk about scams or times
Yeah.
you were fucked over, fucked someone over. You got any
Yes.
any stories for us?
Yes. So it can be me fucking someone over too, right?
That's
Yeah.
absolutely
okay.
better.
Good.
In fact.
Okay. Cool.
We prefer that, and most people come in.
Most
they're
people
like,
are pussies, and they're
Yeah.
like, some guy was mean to me. And it's like,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, mine. I
couple
don't.
times.
I don't. I think I couldn't be prosecuted for it anymore. Hopefully not. But I think it's fine. I
great.
think it's probably. I won't say.
I'm
where I
still
went-
waiting for a rape and murder episode.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah, I'm not.
can we pause for edit real quick?
Yeah, that episode of SVU was a documentary.
Yeah, no.
So I was with Dalia in Los Angeles one time, you know. No.
And I was like, yo, I got
Crystalia,
this connect.
He actually has his openers send the messages, so in case the girl is underage, they're the ones that get in trouble.
Is that true?
No, but
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like.
Yeah.
Did you see that interview of him
I'm
where
Crystalia's pussy agent. That's what I.
that interview where he was on some big podcast? They were talking about like, oh, you Snapchats are saved. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
And he realized
Oh, I
it
saw
like
that.
dawns on him like, oh, they still have all these nudes. I
right.
sent them.
They're
He's
they're
just,
like, I thought
silent for like 30 seconds.
he goes, I thought they
shaking.
disappeared, and they're like, yeah, but they can still screenshot them, and
He's just like,
Yeah.
just dead in the eyes,
"Oh,
zoom
there
out.
goes my career.
Yeah. That's very funny. Yeah, no, I've heard of that. I've heard like Bill Cosby's like agent would call you if you were
Oh,
like you
really?
don't contact him directly. There's always like a buffer, so that there's like
'cause
some
he
like
can be like plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
Bill's
God.
Cosby agent. Mr. Cosby would like to know if you would wonder if you would like to get drugged.
Yeah, would you like to leave your drink unattended at the bar
Yeah.
for an hour?
Mr. Cosby's wondering why you're not drinking it.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You think you're too good?
You don't
you
trust
trust
a
Mr.
black
Cosby?
man?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, don't you trust Mr. Cosby? Look at the
America's
episodes of his
Dad.
show. Yeah.
Right.
I heard he did comedy in jail when he was there recently. That
You
he
gotta
would like
do
do
something.
shows for the inmates and just destroy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did destroy.
I bet he was amazing.
I'm sure it was the material he always wanted to do.
Yeah, he probably, I can be fucking filthy now.
Yeah.
You ever raping a girl? And he's
everyone's
just
like,
going in.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Come on.
You have a balls deep in some punk's asshole.
Yeah.
You have a balls deep. Yeah,
I
nuts.
love that.
All right, great.
Okay, we'll do my story. Okay. I'm not good at telling this. We'll try. Okay. So in high school, my job was that I was like I worked the concession stand for like sports games like basketball, soccer, lacrosse, whatever. And it was like me and this one kid, and our boss was like this 85-year-old man. We called him Father Time, and he's just like 85, nearly dead. No oversight at all. We didn't have to keep track of tickets. We didn't have to keep track of hot dogs, candy bars. And it was all cash, and I just stole like thousands of dollars.
Really?
I stole like $5,000 in like 2 years.
Okay,
probably.
$5,000 like from the register.
Above what I was getting paid.
Okay, but like
From the register, yeah. I just had
okay, so cash.
yeah, cash, right? All cash. Yeah, I just had shoe boxes full of 20s in my closet, and my mom thought I was like a drug dealer, even though like I was the squeakiest clean
It's like,
kid
yeah.
of all time.
Mom, you understand? I'm stealing from.
I
an
told
old
her I
man.
was selling my Pokemon cards, which is
Oh,
even
really?
lamer. I'd be like, be cooler if I was a drug dealer.
Did you get rid of them?
What?
Or you still had all your Pokemon cards?
Yeah. I didn't even get rid of them. She's
Right.
like, oh, where did they go? Oh,
Yeah.
they're coming to get
Yeah.
them one
It's
day.
like I bought more Pokemon cards with all the money I made selling my
Yeah,
Pokemon cards.
exactly. And then like, so I guess it was over 3 years, but. And then on the last day of work, I stole like $60, $80 a game. I just put in
Well,
my shoes or whatever.
$50 a game. You would just every
Okay,
game.
Every
so it was
game,
a slow skim.
It was a slow scale. I take like
Nice.
$80, 420s usually every game, probably
Yeah.
2 or 3 games a week.
What's the total number that the guys used to making? Was $80 a lot?
What are the total sales?
Yeah,
Oh.
what percentage were you taking?
Oh, probably like a quarter.
Oh,
we were
really?
probably taking like a quarter
Really?
of the money.
They,
So-
they would make $200. That's it. Selling
Well,
candy at a game.
80 a quarter. That'd be 320.
$320,
But that's not that. That's
Yeah.
they made me like $500.
Okay. Yeah.
probably.
Now, where was the money supposed to go?
Just like it goes to the school athletic program. It was supposed to go to like these
Uniforms.
kids. Uniforms. They're like,
Right.
oh, the basketball team doesn't have socks this
Meanwhile,
year.
yeah, they're fucking playing in rags.
Yeah, the
And they're like,
basketball's-
we don't understand where the money's
Yeah.
going.
We're running on Snickers
You
every
show-
week.
Yeah.
but-
You show up in a Rolls Royce. You come in just in a little shitty stand. You're in
Yeah.
a tuxedo. Nice little watch you got
Right.
on. It's
Hey,
like, this
here,
is a
kids,
Rolex.
have a sock. I'm the fucking Don.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
What,
They're making their own cleats and like helmets.
Yeah.
Is there something you wanted the money for, or you just wanted money?
Well, we got paid like nothing. We got paid like
How much did you make?
you would get paid like like $5 an hour. It was like
Yeah,
under
yeah.
the table
Yeah, it's
illegal
school.
money. Yeah, it was like not a real job.
Right.
Wait a
basically.
second. Illegal, but it's the school.
But it wasn't
But
like
it's still a job. There's
it-
minimum wage. It
Yeah.
wasn't minimum
yeah,
wage.
minimum wage was like $8. We were making $4 or $5 an hour. if
I'm
you
sure it
added
counted
up.
as like some weird internship.
Yeah,
some
exactly.
Weird
I
legal
don't-
thing that they found
we
out not to
weren't
pay
paying
you.
taxes
Yeah.
on it. We were 14, 15. I don't think we legally could
Right.
work even. So
Right,
it was like
right.
I was just mad at the world, I hated school. It was like a dumb Catholic school. It was like they make us go to church every day. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna steal from them and get back at God. You
Right.
know? That was me rebelling against God and heaven and stuff. It's like, well, if God was real, he'd give me leukemia
Yeah,
or
what
something.
happened?
Like clearly he's not real. You know.
Jeff, we have bad news.
Yeah.
Your test
The
results
test
are
is-
in.
This is where you tell me.
It
I'm
says here
alive
you
on it.
have cancer from stealing.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
can test that in the
That's
blood
worth
now.
it. That's
yeah.
worth it. Whatever.
Okay, so wait, so you all right? Go ahead.
How long of working at this place and this old? First, describe this old man to me.
He's like this,
how long
like-
were you working with him before you realized
Well, he
I can
just-
completely rip this guy off for as much as I want?
Pretty much right away.
Day
I mean, he
one.
was just like this old bald guy, like falling over, like he could barely walk. He was like one of the deacons or something. He's like some religious somehow, and he just had no idea what was going on. He was just
Right.
an idiot.
Did
He might have always been an idiot. I don't know if it was the age or what, but he was just an idiot, Mr. Herman. I'm
Right.
sure there's no way he's alive now, so
Right.
I'm fine saying that. It was Hill Murray High School in White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
Wow, you love tempting fate.
I don't care. It's
Yeah.
fine at this point.
Okay, but so
I
tomorrow
think-
morning helicopters are going to come down
Yeah.
on your.
was it just you?
I can't. See, that's the thing is I worked with this other kid. He was one of my good friends, and I never told him I did it. But then like the last game we worked senior year, I just like looked at him and was like, were you stealing too? And he's like, yeah, I was stealing the whole time
Wow.
too. So we stole like half the till every
Yeah.
night. But
Wow.
like when the other one was in the bathroom, we'd be taking
Were
money.
you the only
and,
two people working there?
Pretty much. There are a few other substitutes, but generally
yeah,
us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were also.
They were also stealing.
Yeah.
They were also stealing.
This
Yeah.
guy's like, we sell so much, we're
You know,
losing money.
This
every
guy
week.
doesn't even have a right to be at the game. It's just a guy who bought Snickers and
Yeah.
posts up at the game.
Yeah.
He's happy he's making anything.
Yeah.
I did get caught one time. Some lady anonymously called my mom and was like, I saw your son stealing money from the ticket till at the
Yeah.
lacrosse game or whatever.
Of course
again,
it was
what-
a lacrosse
It was
game.
of
right?
course.
Of
And
course
those are the
some
fucking
fucking
people who would squeal
woman with
on
like
you.
a
Yeah. Oh, it was that
sideways
real
haircut.
early Karen
Yeah, yeah,
energy.
yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what sport do the moms not rat?
Probably working class sports, soccer.
Soccer.
Football, basketball.
Football.
They
They
know,
went
they,
rat.
they'll look the other way, but
Lacrosse,
it's
that-
rich,
Yeah,
rich
polo.
ladies who feel
Yeah.
They're
entitled.
like, we need silk
Yeah.
like uniforms.
I was
Right.
buying a Godiva chocolate at the polo game at this
Right.
stands.
Lacrosse is for like dweeby losers.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate. But then she called my mom and she's like, I won't tell the administration or whatever if you give him a stern talking to
Yeah.
and like put the fear of God in him or
Right,
whatever, which my
right.
mom
What did your
did.
mom say?
What'd you say?
Oh, she was furious, just like sinned against God, a disgrace to the family type stuff. And I mean,
she didn't make you kick up to her.
No, she
was
didn't
like,
make her
I'm
give
the
me- yeah,
fucking
she-
boss.
yeah, she didn't make me give up any of the money. Now that I think, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
Where's my cut?
That would have been great. God
Motherfucker.
demands 20%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's a tithe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A tithe, the old tithe. Yeah.
Now you're my son, so I'm not going to charge you interest for this. So
Now you don't tell your father about Bob. Becomes a big web of lies.
you're like, I
Right.
want 10% of Bob.
He's making a lot of noise in there. He must be doing a good job.
Yeah, I
Yeah. My mom did not cheat on my dad. I want that to be known. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
They-
Actually, I do have a weird story about my dad. Maybe next.
Let's do that
Yeah,
next. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, but so wait, how did this end? Did it end once you got caught?
I did it immediately. I was just a little more careful. Before I was like pretty brazenly just
Yeah.
like carrying around 20s, like just obviously stealing. Like you would have had to be an idiot not to know I was stealing.
Yeah.
Like my pockets would be bulging with money when I
Right.
walked out.
You just steal singles for some reason?
Yeah,
What
I
did-
did.
Just for the cachet.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this wad.
It was kind of like, because I was getting into hip hop, I was like, this is cool, dude. You always have ones. Who am I throwing them
It's-
at? Women with braces?
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't get a blowjob in high school. I was a loser.
Right.
What did you buy with the money? What does a 15-year-old kid splurge on?
Because you got $5,000.
Yeah, what did
That's- that's
I
that's
I just
amazing.
like went to the movie. I would like buy the big popcorn at the movies and
Yeah.
like I wasn't cool. I didn't drink or do drugs in high school. I wasn't
Right.
I didn't have. I guess I paid off a car. I guess.
Yeah.
But like a shitty car that
That's
I.
very responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's really lame. I wish I would have done something. It
No,
was mostly just golf, like mini golf and stuff.
It's
with
almost
friends.
virtuous. I feel like you could get off.
Yeah,
Like
I
they're like,
stopped.
why were you stealing, Geoffrey? And you're like, I had car payments.
Yeah,
due."
I had car payments.
They're like, damn, dude, are you
And
all
why
right?
did she Shrek 3D?
I got kids to feed, man.
Yeah.
You guys got to give me insurance.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to like buy books to study with and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, buy the AP books and
Yeah.
shit.
Fucking ex-wife is on my ass, man. Alimony.
That was lame. God, saying that. I wish I would have
What?
spent it on alcohol or something.
Why?
I don't know. We actually were the kids that made fun of kids for drinking. We thought like, because I actually was kind of religious
you were
in high
arrogant.
school.
You were arrogant straight
We-
edge in high
yeah,
school.
yeah, kind of.
And
We
you're
were
like,
like,
look at these kids throwing away their lives.
kind of, yeah, absolutely, we were.
Yeah, I was like
I'm
that
gonna do something
in high
meaningful with
school.
mine. I'm gonna be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a stand-up comic. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Well, there is drinking in high school.
Drinking in
there
high school
a
is kinda
sadness
lame.
to about
It
it.
is lame.
Where it's like, did you not like they don't get into college, they don't do, you know what I'm saying?
They-
It's not generally like good students who have like a life ahead of them.
No,
it's
no.
usually like they're burning out at 16.
Yeah, it's like
And
you
you're
hit
this
rock
is
bottom
very
at
early.
17.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa! There's plenty of drink. I drank in high school. I probably
you?
drank more in high school than I did. Maybe not in like that was a heavy drinking phase for me.
Really?
Like, relatively speaking, I
Yeah.
was every weekend I was drinking with my friends,
Yeah.
and I turned out okay. No, but I think it's okay. That's one of the few things where it's actually okay in high school to like be getting to like party and be getting.
When
fucked
did you
up.
start? Are you starting like 17, 18, or like 14? I feel like people who drink at 14, that's like.
I
That's,
started smoking weed. I had my first joint before I was at 12 when I had my first joint, and I started
Whoa.
drinking when I was 16.
I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
a Northeast thing though. You guys really start.
Yeah,
drugs
I
15,
didn't know what weed was until I was
15,
17 or 18.
15, 16. Yeah, we stole it from my friend's brother, the weed, and then my other friend had an alcoholic grandma, and we stole her whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were drinking in
You
the woods.
dilute it and then put the water back
no,
in?
no. Oh, no. We wouldn't return it. She was an
She
alcoholic.
had no
yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
She'd
okay.
be like, wow, I drank a lot last night.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'd be like,
They get
yeah.
an intervention like, you had 3 bottles of whiskey
We'd
last
be like,
night.
go to your grandma's
all
house and
alone.
steal her whiskey and cigarettes, and let's fucking party.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
So I feel like that is a okay age to be doing that stuff.
I don't know. I also understand if you're like a decent student when you're like you buy the whole narrative of, oh, these kids are throwing their lives away.
Oh, for sure.
As
'Cause I
opposed
put a
to-
lot of work into high school. I
Right.
thought like high school grades mattered,
And
which
then
they don't.
Then if you
but-
go to college, once you're in college, you're like, well, I got the thing I was supposed to get, so why not
The
fucking
the key
Yeah.
is to maintain.
sure.
Is to maintain your average or your GPA,
You didn't
so your
fuck
parents
up.
find
You didn't
out.
fuck up
Dan
being
was
a drunk.
a solid middle achiever since he was 14.
Yeah, I know.
His dad was like, listen, you just got to fucking stay somewhere in the middle and
Yeah.
you'll be
You
fine.
could do this
Yeah.
hungover. You
Yeah.
could be just as good hungover
Yeah.
and high.
Son, you seem like the kind of person that doesn't really need to be paying attention or focused on anything you'll be doing.
Son, just
so-
don't be the worst, and one day you might own some Casios of your own.
Yeah.
That's a good idea to set a low bar at an early age, though. That's a good because then when you do great stuff, they're like so shocked.
Right.
That's what I've been doing. I never wore clothes that fit, and now in the last couple of years, I bought clothes that actually fit, and people are like, "Whoa, Geoff really turned it around, man. He really,
Right.
He's
I'm at-
really,
Yeah.
I'm at the-
totally worth looking like shit for 20
yeah,
years.
totally worth never getting pussy till I was 26.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a long con. It was a long con.
I was going to ask about that because it ties into you were saying you were not a cool kid. You used to do a lot of material about being a virgin, right?
I did, yes.
What was the deal with that? Were you like actively holding on to your virginity? When did you lose it? 26? You said?
I
You're not
was
a-
26.
You're not a
absolutely.
bad-looking guy. Seems like it would.
I'm not. Yeah,
It seems like
yeah.
it would have fallen into your lap sooner.
It
especially if you're
definitely
performing.
would
Wisconsin
have if
9.
I hadn't been. I was actually no, but I also used to like be a lot dweebier looking and
Right.
shit. But I wasn't ugly. Yeah, it was
Right.
really my personality was absolutely terrible.
You think so?
No, I mean I could have fucked that. I was just really scared of it. I had this weird complex where I thought like. I thought like sex was the biggest thing in life, and that
It
gonna-
is.
It is, but like in a different way. It's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Not in the like this like it's so important and you got to hold it and cherish it. But it is like the best thing.
But and God,
I held it on
was
a
just,
pedestal,
It
like,
is,
oh, I can't do it till I'm ready. Oh, I
Right,
gotta
right, right.
wait.
Is it because because you heard about it so much at church and
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was just like really shy too. That was just women scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I really was scared of women. kind of made me. I was probably a low key incel in my early 20s. If
Sure.
I'm looking back,
It was before it was cool.
It was. I was before it was cool.
You're a
yeah.
proto incel.
I'm one of the oldest virgins who didn't write a manifesto. I think. I feel like they usually snap way earlier
That's
at
cool.
school
You were,
shootings.
You were like
yeah.
you were an analog incel. That's what you were. You
yeah,
had no
I was
technology
early.
or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
you
I
were-
didn't need to find my other incels. I learned it on my own.
Yeah,
it was in me. Sexism was in my blood.
That is funny that before
Were you
the,
repressed? Did
before
you-
the internet, these guys just walked around all day being like, "This is fucking bullshit."
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Then the internet dropped, and then they were like, "Does everybody else see that this is bullshit?" And now it's a movement.
Like,
But
that's the
before
worst-
it's just that fucking nobody wanted to talk to each other because they're all losers.
That's the worst part
Yeah.
of the internet.
Right.
Is that they bring the one loser from each town
Yeah.
together. Before
Yeah.
they just became a janitor, shot themselves in their 45. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But now
Right.
they find like a sense of purpose. It's
Right.
the worst part of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's just a group of people who should have killed themselves 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah. and they're-
It used to be just like Nazi Bob. Oh,
Yeah.
Nazi Bob, he's crazy. But now Nazi Bob found
It used to
Nazi
be quirky
Fred.
individuals, and now it's a dangerous community.
Yeah,
right? Now-
exactly.
Now, there's
They used to
power
be-
in numbers.
They used to be the fun guy at the end of the bar.
Right.
Like, oh, he was in Vietnam. He
Who knows?
learned to hate people.
Listen, if
yeah.
they're enough like a coat, they'll all kill themselves at once. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that would be
it'll
fun.
be over.
I'd be
So,
into that.
Yeah.
I think these guys run on spite. They
They would never kill
fucking-
themselves. You can't kill the master race. They're not. They would never give up like that. You can't be depressed and be part of the master race.
Right.
You can't be like, oh, it sucks, but
That's
I'm really
true. I
good
never-
at it.
I never thought about like a Nazi that kills himself. The funeral's like, ooh, Mr. Master Race over here.
Yeah.
So great.
Gave
Yeah,
up.
he
Gave
won the
up.
race.
He
Yeah.
won the race.
He won the race
yeah.
we're all running.
Yeah.
He took a shortcut.
That's funny.
And then, so how did you decide to lose? We don't have to talk about your virginity if you don't want to, but like, what was the trigger that changed it?
Well, it got to, like until I was like 22. It was because like I was like a nerdy dork who like
Yeah.
couldn't talk to women. I was like
I
literally
gotta,
afraid of
I
women.
gotta say, were you getting it out? Were you?
I hooked
jerking
up with
off?
women.
Were you jerking off?
Well,
at
that's
least?
no. I didn't jerk off. I
Wow.
didn't jerk off till I was like 25. That I don't know what that
And
one I can't
you,
explain.
You were doing stand up, you're going on stage, you'd be like, you know how you wake up shaking and furious every morning?
Yeah.
You know how there's just cum leaking out of you all day? You got jars of it, right?
And your mom's like, honey, just figure something out. Listen, it's, you know, I'll give you some personal time if you want. You're like, Mom, I don't have
you
to.
change the sheets every day.
There's a snail,
Yeah.
snail trail behind you
Yeah.
everywhere you walk.
I can't explain
One
why I
day
didn't
you come in to
masturbate.
do your set, you're like, all right, guys, I got some new material.
Well,
you ever
you're-
notice when you come, it's 18 gallons?
You said, I don't know why I never masturbated. You were Catholic and go to Catholic school where they tell you that
Right.
that's the
But everyone
the
else
devil.
masturbated too.
Oh, yeah?
like my friends were
The
like
priests, the
we,
teachers,
the priests were
deacon.
masturbating
They told
on
me
the kids.
they
yeah.
told me not to jerk off in Hebrew school. I knew immediately
Right.
that
Yeah.
I was not
Yeah.
going to be listening.
I'm the
to
only
that.
one.
But they said it like this: "Don't ever pull on your peckers."
That's a pretty good Jew right there.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I practice many hours a day.
That's always funny because when people have like
full
a
That was
good,
face.
Rabbi Herschel Jerkenberg.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
when someone has like a good racial impression, you're like, you have to practice that so much. Like
Yeah.
the hate's maybe there a little
Right.
bit.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
of course.
You're like, oh, not Jew enough.
Yeah,
you know, in
right.
front of the mirror all day.
Right. Yeah.
8 hours a day. Santiago's like, give me the rent, give me the rent. And you got it wrong.
Yeah.
You got it wrong, Dan. You can nail it.
It's insane how you just hate whatever race your landlord is. as of a month ago, I hate
That
Polish
is
people.
so fucking true, man.
That
is so true.
You,
That is
yeah.
so fucking true.
The only reason,
yeah, I hate
as
Polish
soon,
people
as,
too.
As soon
I-
as black trans women become landlords, it's fucking this movement is
Oh, it's
over.
over for them.
Wokeness is over.
You don't
If-
want. They don't
over
want that
them.
control.
If the
You don't
right,
want-
if the right wants wokeness to go away, just black female landlords, and it's fucking
Oh
done the
my
next day.
God,
That's the
funny.
thing about power, though. Eventually, if you keep on acquiring it, you will own stuff, and then
you'll have privilege. Yeah, I mean, they
no,
go hand in hand.
Not that you'll have privilege, but also people will get angry at you for because they will
course.
need your resources, and then you'll have to pay you, and then
Yeah,
it's
what
the
do
You'll
whole
be
fucking
resented
thing.
too.
Yeah.
That's what capitalism
Yeah.
is. You
yeah,
resent the people
whoever
above
if you have stuff, people hate you. That's
yeah,
it.
always,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. Oddly enough, the one landlord that I didn't hate was in Germany. It was a German woman.
Wow.
Yeah, and she lived below me, and she
Wait,
was,
are you Jewish? So
Yes.
she was like being nice. They
no,
had to be nice.
No, she was just incredibly straightforward. Straight up, every time she complained about anything or I complained about anything, it was fixed pretty quickly.
Well,
There
there's
you
there's
go.
way more renter protections in Germany, and it's
Right.
way less of a speculative market in Berlin. There's way less money to be made on apartments.
Oh, the landlords in Europe don't fuck you over in the same way?
I think it
In
can
Germany,
get
at
really
least?
bad for them.
Really?
Very, very
Because
quickly.
there's like nothing. We really have almost no protection.
Apparently, like New York has some of the best protections, and I can't breathe in my apartment.
Yeah.
I'm literally asking my friend if I can hang out in his living room because he's got good air.
It's like you have protection if you can hire a $50,000 lawyer.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
it's-
exactly.
You're never
I
going
think,
to do that.
I also think that a lot of the protection is that you can do whatever, like they can do whatever they want to you, but it's like they can't kick you out and you cannot pay, and like
Right.
that's a protection. But it's not necessarily protection against like a gas leak or
No, dude.
or like
Okay, so right now I'm having trouble breathing in my apartment.
Like you
and
literally
it's like,
can't breathe.
I don't know if I'm having an allergic. I have asthma and allergies. I don't know if it's like mold in the apartment or it's the seasons or what. But I'm having trouble breathing in my apartment, and it's like, oh, you can stop paying rent and stay there. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't really help me.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you might be able to get a lawyer, and then all the rent that you paid there, you might be able to get it for free in 2 years. And it's like that doesn't solve my immediate problem.
Right,
Of,
I need to breathe.
I need air in my fucking
Yeah.
lungs, and I don't have it.
Meanwhile, he started a protest and everyone's chanting, "I can't breathe."
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
people don't know what it's
Yeah, apparently it's cultural appropriation.
you can't breathe.
Everyone's really mad
to
at
not
me.
be able to breathe.
Get
Yeah.
a new one.
They're like, that's bad. I was gonna say in Germany, because you mentioned Jews, they're actually so all the leftists
On the topic of Jews.
on the topic of Jews, all the leftists in Germany are super pro-Israel because of guilt. About the Holocaust, so they'll be like, "We're anti-imperialist, we're anti-colonialist," and it's like, "What about Israel?" They're like,
pro-Zionism.
Israel is fantastic.
They're fighting the good fight.
Yeah, it's called the anti-Deutsch movement.
Really?
But
what
I,
they call
I
themselves,
gotta
yeah.
say,
Oh.
when you talk to when you breach the subject with them, though, they do realize what they're being hypocrits.
Of course,
They're like,
But they still go for it.
but you know what it is?
It's
It's also like they're so pro-Israel that it becomes anti-Semitic. They're like, yes, we think the Jews should stay over there. We like them there.
Every Jew should be in Israel.
Yeah.
get them all in one place.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
The first
That's the
move.
key.
Yeah.
And you're like, all
And
right.
then we can drop a bomb in that one place.
Right.
Get them.
Exactly.
That's the long con.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
to give them an own country and then bomb it.
Yeah, and just get them all in one mass grave. Wow. We just planned the second Holocaust. Oh boy.
What a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it happens every podcast
Yeah,
organically.
it just always happens.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well-
when did you guys lose your virginity? Now I want to know how much was I behind?
Senior year of high school for me.
18. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
That
so funny
seems-
because you get late word, but I was 17 when I lost
Wow.
mine. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Loser.
you were like
18.
a cool kid.
Yeah, you were drinking. You were drinking.
Yeah.
I was at my friend's house at a party where we
Yeah.
were.
You were both were drunk?
Drinking. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it terrible?
It was pretty. it
Lasted
was,
about 20 hours.
20 hours, just
They-
your
they-
classic
they're burning
20-hour
tantric
sex.
They were
Yeah.
they're burning incense.
Never been the same
She was.
since. Yeah.
He was like, "Call me Sting."
It was pretty
fucking-
quick, and it was a pretty great. I was thinking about this the other day. It was
You're thinking
like,
about her?
well, it's like I had sex with she was 16.
Right. You can't think about it.
No, I'm just like, oh, I did fuck a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was
we used to
17.
think 16-year-olds were hot.
Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to think 10-year-olds were hot
Yeah.
when
Right.
I was 10.
And
Yeah.
then since it was
Weird.
my first time, I remembered the body and everything, and I was like, oh yeah, that was great. Kind of like I think about like the textures and like the taste and everything. It was just like everything was so. I just think about. I was like, wow, that was a 16-year-old.
You're just like, what? I just like textures.
You're just
I
like,
just appreciate the textures.
no, you know what I mean? It's
Calling
like,
the texture of a woman is a very bizarre. Talking about them like objects. You're like the texture of Michelle was
That's-
incredible.
I am
Sounds like you're
objectifying-
making a lamp.
I'm completely.
Yeah, she could have been a good
Yeah,
lamp, a little
yeah.
too tan.
Well,
but
she was a good lamp.
The
at end.
patterns.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
That's a fun way to talk about.
Yeah, it was just a weird thing to think about, but it was like, oh, I had sex with.
You're
a
like, I get what
16-year-old
Epstein's doing. I get why
girl.
they go to Lolita Island.
I mean, it's just it was a good.
What if they're just trying to
experience.
recapture their youth? And everyone's
Absolutely they
just,
are.
attacking these poor guys. It's like we if people want to go to Disney World as adults, that's fine. But if a
Yeah.
guy wants to,
Have sex with a 16-year-old? Come on.
all of a sudden he's a senator.
He's just
Yeah.
chasing Stephanie from Tennessee
Right.
when he was a kid.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
they did shut down that Disney ride,
Which one?
the one where you fuck a 16-year-old. Yeah,
It's a small hole.
yeah, it's a small hole after all.
Oh, there we go. It's a small girl after all.
It's a small girl after all.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's weird that they're singing that while you do it, but
I will say this related to this. I went to the library around the house,
Uh-huh.
and you have to sign a waiver that you won't look at child pornography.
Oh my God.
on the internet.
That's so funny. It's like, you know what will turn away guys who are into child porn? Rules.
Yeah.
They love following laws. They're always.
It's like you click to sign onto the internet, and they're like, "Please know that if you watch child pornography, you may be prosecuted."
Maybe.
Maybe.
which means
You just
but
like
it's,
confirm.
It's funny because you know that the library knows that it's not going to stop them. You
Yeah,
know?
They
it's,
know.
It's,
So-
it's
so it's
about
for
the
later
legality
on
of
in court.
agreeing.
Yeah,
It's like
it's-
Yeah.
So
We
at
thought he
some
was
point-
jacking off to adult porn.
at
We had
some-
no idea.
but at some point, some guy's in court. He's going, "Your Honor,
yeah.
no one said I couldn't do it in the
Yeah.
library," and the judge is like, "Ugh,
They keep
all
getting
right,
off.
all right, let him go,
Right.
let him go." And then a bunch of lawyers go, "How are we gonna stop this?"
People
Right,
do look
right.
at a lot of porn at the library.
Yeah?
Not now as much, but when like internet was like kind of scarce when I was like in
Yeah.
like middle school, a lot of people were looking at porn at the
Oh,
library.
the sweet spot between dial-up and then having a phone.
Yeah,
when it's like
exactly. When there
internet
was cable internet, but like
But
you
it's
didn't
all
have a
on
phone.
desktops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Like
where you had to-
2003 to 2008 or something like that.
I do feel like most hardcore illegal activity is done
At the library.
at the library on the computer
For
because
sure.
they can't track it. You
That's
can't.
what I'm
You're like
saying.
it was
I'm
this
not-
computer, but who knows
You
who's
know,
on it?
like, how do I bury my dead
You have
wife?
to- you
I'm
have
not
to
gonna
sign-
Google that.
You have to
Yeah.
sign into
Yeah.
a paper timesheet
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
computer
Yeah.
7.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, yeah, but you do something like, how do I move these? How do I move cocaine? How do I
Yeah, how
bury,
do I
get
bury
rid
a
of-
big fat wife?
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
My bitch wife.
Yeah.
So
my
I'm not.
bitch.
Do you think I'm gonna put that in my phone or even like someone else's phone or anyone that I know? You
Yeah,
go to the
you go
library.
to the library.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look up whatever
Yeah.
you want.
You know,
Yeah.
you hit C and then you just child porn. Yeah, and then you go, I gotta do something else illegal today.
Auto completes.
Yeah, auto completes
Yeah.
to child porn.
Nice.
How do I bury my child porn? What?
Yeah.
Or then there was the time where you had like those 2 years where there was that, what was it called, cha-cha, where you could like text questions or whatever.
Oh no.
You guys remember that? Like
What was it?
2007 to 2008, you just like could text them any question, be like what is the meaning of life?
Right.
When they'd answer for $1 or
Right,
Am
right.
I the only one who remembers that?
No, tell us about it. And then what happened?
Well, we would just get drunk and be like, "How do you kill your friend?" Or
Right,
like, "How?
right,
What do you? Where
right.
do you find the hot porn?"
Right.
Or like stuff like that.
It's
And
like
some
when-
poor guy in India is like, I don't know how to answer this
Right,
or
right, right.
whatever. I don't. That wasn't really a great anecdote. No,
It's
I'm
fine.
saying it.
It's-
I thought everyone remembered that.
No, I didn't know,
Oh.
but yeah. What we used to do,
I was
did you
more
know
of a
about
chat
this?
roulette guy.
Is-
Oh yeah,
is-
chat roulette was wild.
Wait, did you know about this? Do you know the IP relay?
No.
They have a relay service for deaf people who can't talk on the phone. So you
Oh.
type whatever you want, and an operator has to read it. So you would prank call your friends and just type filthy shit, and some fucking poor woman has to sit there reading
Yeah.
it. When it's like, oh, I want your thick, juicy cock in my tiny little librarian pussy ass.
yeah.
And this fucking adult woman is just like, I want the juice. Just
They
some-
can't break. They
somebody
have to
making
say it.
minimum wage. I mean, if you think about it, people with disabilities should have access to everything, including sexting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
what's even more offensive is that they make them say it in the deaf accent.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I don't know why that's a requirement. But
Yeah.
yeah. I thought I nailed the interview. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm perfect for this, and they were like,
Yeah.
Dan,
What a terrible job.
that's an
to
Asian
have.
accent. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh
most of
my
it is like, Dad,
God.
did you get home okay?
Right.
And it's just the people abusing the job that are.
But they're probably real people though sexting them too. There's
Yeah,
probably
for
like
sure.
actual.
I'm
I'm
sure.
that
I'm
happens
sure
all the
there's a
time.
special guy who does all the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll bring in Ted.
It's
He
like
solves
forward this to
shit.
Ted. He was like,
Yeah.
"All right, today's
Yes.
the day, everybody. All right,
Right.
yeah."
You said you had another scam with your dad, or another story with your dad.
It wasn't really a scam, but it just reminded me of something that happened. It's not a scam. Is that
Well, it's-
fine?
well,
Is that
yeah, well,
fine?
it doesn't-
Okay. It's kind of a weird.
You
I've
act
been-
like there's rules.
Yeah, I know. I know, like, it'll be
it's
censored
literally
off.
3 people talking in a basement.
Right.
But
right.
also, I gotta say, your last scam, completely legitimate scam. I'm impressed by it.
It wasn't really
Yeah.
a scam. I just was legally not legally, but I was
no,
stealing.
you're skimming.
You're
That's a
stealing.
total.
Skimming,
That's a
yeah.
scam.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone steals.
You think so?
I think I if I ever had a job like that again, I would steal.
I'm
yeah.
giving it a 4 out of 5.
That's a good. Okay,
And,
good. Wait, have you guys never
um,
stolen? You probably talked about this. You've never stolen like money or goods.
Well, wow, silence. I'm going back. I guess the answer is no.
Wow.
I've probably done things similar to what you did, but yeah.
Never stolen from a grocery store? Like just do the self checkout and
Sure.
just pay for like 2 things and take 20 things.
Yeah. I'll do that.
This has been an episode of Santi does not want to incriminate
not
himself.
egregiously.
Yeah.
It's funny that this is the subject of our podcast. Yeah, I generally do shy away from
Incriminating
implicating
yourself.
myself
Yeah,
in any
that's fair.
crimes.
I really went in on it in a way that I don't
Well, it doesn't
regret.
matter.
Yeah.
'cause
It
you were-
doesn't
You
matter.
were being exploited, and it wasn't a real job.
It's also would never be able to be prosecuted.
If
worked
anybody
for-
asked, they were like, "What do you get paid?" You're like $5 an hour plus whatever I can put in my pockets.
Yeah, they'd be like, that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like when you get paid $2 at a restaurant.
Right,
and you
right,
get
right.
tips. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the same idea.
I don't think I've had anything where I was stealing money.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You still like
But-
clothes.
Did
or
still
something.
hearts. Did still hearts when you worked at the
Yeah, I just
Chippendales.
steal hearts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, ladies.
The Chippendales.
You've
they,
been scammed.
yeah.
they had to have a skinny guy. That's
Yeah.
the new like
They're like, we
affirmative
need
action.
we need a small hairy man.
Beta men can be strippers too.
Yeah.
Come on.
Welcome to Abercrombie and Fitch.
Welcome to Abercrombie. Pushing up your glasses. Can I help you find anything?
Yeah. These wool socks are so warm.
Right.
Okay, so you had another. You had another one.
Okay, yeah, not a scam, but it was. So I was in Austin. I went to Austin like 3 months ago, and there's this person on Instagram who's been like following me for a while. They always like my story or reply to my stories. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna come to
A
your
guy?
I didn't know because they're
Okay.
like they don't have a picture of themselves, just
Right,
like
right, right.
anime picture.
Did you
or
think it was
something.
like a hot girl?
Well, no, because they said they'd worked with my dad. They're like, "Oh, your
Yeah.
dad's great. He's so funny," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's not my dad. I don't recognize that at all." But I thought it was like a 50-year-old man who's just
Yeah.
kind of weird because that's who my dad works with. But then I go to the show, and this like really attractive like 25-year-old Korean woman comes up to me. She's
Wow.
like, "That's me. I can't remember the name, Weasel or whatever." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then she like started talking about my dad in a way where my girlfriend was with me, and she's like, "She fucked your dad."
Yeah.
Like, and my dad's married. And, like, I mean, maybe she did, but like, she was like talking about my dad, like, "Oh, he's so funny when he gets drunk." We had so many crazy times in Japan. Like, she said, like, one time I walked him around on a leash or whatever.
Wait, she said that?
She said that. I couldn't tell if she was joking, but I don't think she was.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and then she was trying to fuck me. She was like trying to check off another Asmus from her. But my girlfriend was with me, and she was weird.
Was this girl attractive?
She was attractive, but she was weird as hell.
Yeah.
But it was like my girlfriend was like, if she didn't fuck your dad, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
And it's like my parents have been married for like 40 years, so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
whoa. But I also think like every parent cheats, so I was like, oh, finally the facade has been broken in my mind.
I love how in your mind everybody does all the major sins. Everybody cheats. Everybody steals.
I think they do. I
Yeah.
think like most people cheat at
Yeah.
some point in their life. I haven't yet, but
How far would you
probably.
take that? Would you be like, at some point, everyone murders? So you know.
Everyone murders a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks about murdering.
Yeah.
All day.
We've all thought about
All
in New
day.
York. You got it. You think
Yeah.
about murdering people all
Multiple
the time.
times.
I've thought
a
about
day.
murdering every race of person in New York.
Yeah.
Every single
Alphabetical order.
Alphabetical. You learn to
Just,
hate.
just so that people don't think that it's racially motivated. You
Yeah,
know,
Average-
it's
I-
alphabetically
I hate the
motivated.
Albanians, the
Yeah.
Kenyans,
Right.
everyone.
Azerbaijanis.
The
Yeah.
Azeris, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, Azeris.
I want to correct you. I don't know why I had to correct you there.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's
Azeris?
Azeris.
How do you know that?
Because there's a comic here who's Azeri. Rufat.
Oh, that's
Rufat.
Aziz Ansari. That's who you're thinking about.
Azeri
yeah.
Ansari.
Yeah. Okay, so you thought this woman had fucked your dad, and then what?
Well, I never got any closure. I haven't been able to
Did
talk
you-
to my dad about.
When was this?
This was like in May or June.
You were never able to bring it up with
I
your
can't.
dad?
We're not really like that close. I mean, we're fine, but I was
But your
not
parents,
something we would
your
talk
parents
about.
are together, but you would never. You just don't talk about your personal lives, I guess.
We don't really talk about sex at all. Like that's
Yeah.
something we definitely wouldn't talk about. No, we don't talk about personal
So
lives
you
at
wouldn't be
all.
like, "Hey, Dad, I know we've never spoken about." How old are you?
I'm 31.
You'd be like, "I know in our 31-year relationship, we've never spoken about sex, but there was a small Asian woman
Yeah.
who said she had you on a leash."
Yeah, what's up with that?
And by the way, where do babies come from?
Have you had sex? I never heard my parents having sex. I've talked about.
Well,
Really?
when a man loves a woman,
Never.
he
Really?
finds a Korean woman on a leash.
Goes to Japan.
Right.
Goes
and
goes
has
Wait,
sex with
is
her.
your dad
Goes to
like a
Japan.
businessman, or why was he in Japan?
He works in nuclear power,
Wow.
and he goes there. He went to Fukushima to like
Yeah.
help them fix whatever happened
Yeah.
with the tsunami.
Yeah.
My
Why?
dad has Homer Simpson's job.
Also to
Wow.
also to
Yeah.
get some pussy.
and
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
possibly to get
Yeah.
some pussy.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw my dad under the bus entirely, but it was weird. It was weird.
You know, it's called that because people go there to fuck a she-male. So that's what they named the city after.
Hiroshima.
Fukushima? Fukushima, it's short for fuck a she-male. And it used to be a sex tourist destination, and they were like, this one
We gotta
city,
rebrand.
this one city is absorbing all the energy in Japan. We need a solution for this. They were like, okay, nuclear power for all the fucking red
Typhoon
lights.
for all the
Yeah.
sins.
Yeah.
Fuck a she-male.
Fuck a she-male.
Yeah. Fuck a she-male Japan.
Hiroshima.
Oh, no. Your dad's like, oh, I flew to the wrong town. Oh, no. Well, one in Rome.
Yeah, can you please point me to fuck a real girl?
Right.
It's another continent. I don't think it's cheating. You get one in each continent.
Right.
Oh, really? You think your dad has 6 mistresses?
No, I don't think he doesn't really travel that
You think he's
often.
banging a penguin somewhere? What are you gonna do?
He's got
Antarctica?
like one girl in Antarctica.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The
but
one girl?
You said you've never heard your parents having sex?
Never.
Are you an only child?
No, I have one sister. One sister.
Okay. But so what? I mean,
But like you always
but-
thought, like you think you'd walk in on your parents are like, oh, here's something. I never heard.
I never
a
did.
Thing. You never heard
No,
them.
but they're divorced now.
Oh,
so
okay.
Maybe that
okay, that might have
fucking
been
made
why they
sense.
divorced. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be even worse if you caught them fucking.
Yeah, I'd be like, you said you didn't love each other
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be better or worse. Yeah.
Maybe they'd be
Well,
back
you'd be like,
together.
are you getting
yeah.
back together? They're like, no.
We're just
Oh, as a
drunk.
child,
We're
yeah.
just drunk.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I meant. Like as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not getting back together.
What if they're like, look, we would love to be together except for you.
Yeah.
Like the sex is great. We have got great chemistry, but just the fact that you're here
You
is
ruined
just
it.
we
You
can't.
but that is the thing that we probably did ruin a lot of shit.
They
Maybe not-
fucking decided to have a kid.
Right, I
It's
know.
their
It's not
call.
their. It's not our fault. Yeah, yeah.
But you may, yeah, sure. I mean, having a kid ruins stuff the same way that having anything else ruins.
Right.
Right.
Don't have a kid.
Like you can't rollerblade in your living room because you have a couch, but you fucking have a couch and you got the couch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that?
If only condoms felt better, the world would be such a better place.
You think so?
Yeah. If they could make condoms feel good, there'd be so many less kids.
Well, we just also could all just get like vasectomies are I think 80% reversible. Why don't we just give everyone a vasectomy?
Absolutely.
Well,
at
here's what I'm
at
saying.
16, you get a vasectomy, and then you meet a girl you want to have a kid with. Yeah. of
Here's what
course.
I'm saying. Let's just cut our dicks off. No. Here's what I'm saying. What about a pill? Why is there no pill for guys?
Yeah, I don't. I don't know why science can't invent that. I know, like, I don't know enough about science to say that, but it does seem insane.
I think I mean, this is the answer that I've heard at very hacky open mics.
It comes
This
out
is-
black.
This is the hacky open mic answer, and that's that if a guy had to take a pill or wear a patch, the girl would be like, "Are you on the pill?" And he'd be like, "Yes,"
Oh, yeah, that's true.
because they're not the ones that get pregnant.
Right.
So then, for the guy, you just have to fucking get to the act, and then there's no consequences. So that's why it's fucking women.
So we
'cause-
can lie
yeah,
easier.
It's
well,
like-
you can lie, but then it's the woman who's stuck with the baby
Yeah,
if you
it's
lie,
like
Right.
as opposed to a woman.
There's no consequence.
Yeah.
Right, the stakes, the consequences are with
Yeah.
her.
Pill or no
Right.
pill, I'm leaving town tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
on
only at the
so
Chuckle
many
Hut
pills.
for 2 nights. Yeah.
Is that a real club? The Chuckle
No,
Hut?
people always say that.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no there. I don't think so.
Yeah,
There's Chuckles, I think.
Yeah.
In Mississippi, I think.
yeah.
That's
How's that room?
I've never been there. I've
Yeah.
never been to Mississippi. I'll do road rooms, but I won't go to the South.
Really?
I will not. I don't
I've
want.
heard the South is great.
Really?
I've heard this great crowds. They're a lot
I
of
like
fun.
Atlanta. I've done Atlanta is amazing. Nashville, I don't know if that's the South, but that's good. But Alabama, Mississippi scare me.
Like deep South.
Yeah, like that those
White.
like
I don't know if you know this, but you are white. Like,
yeah,
you-
but they're like the type of white where if you're not their type of white, they hate you just as much.
You're
What is
fucking
that,
Catholic.
Jeff?
Oh, you think it's gonna be like Southern Baptist, and they're gonna be like, get this fucking
yeah.
Catholic
If you like
boy
talk
out of
about
here.
if I do an abortion joke in Alabama, I think they would murder me.
Really?
I
Hi,
think-
everybody.
I
This
think-
is Geoff with a G.
Yeah, they call me a
Bill.
fag from the beginning.
that with a J.
Absolutely.
They call you a fag with a G.
Yeah.
With
It's
a
like
J.
G, like fag. Yeah.
And then it turns out they spell it gafag.
Yeah.
They're like the G is silent.
Yeah.
It's
Welsh.
It's
Welsh.
It's
Yeah.
Welsh. All right, shit, man, cool. So that's your dad's
I'm trying
scam.
to think if I have another scam. Not the. I have a little one, but
It's
yeah,
a pretty
not.
good scam.
Yeah, let's hear the little one.
You
Okay.
don't think you'll ever bring it up with you? You're okay.
I
with
don't
never
even remember
knowing.
her name. I'd have to. The only way I'd bring it up, I'd
How
be
old
like,
was she?
hey, she might have been 30. Now that I'm saying, she was probably 30, early 30s.
So okay, so
she was like my age.
So
yeah,
when it was going down with your dad, 28.
yeah, it would have been the last 2. It was recent. It was in the last 2 or 3 years.
All right, so
And
yeah,
he would
early
be like,
30s.
he would have been like late 50s.
Also,
so.
maybe it's just a weird Asian woman who worked with your
She
dad.
could just be
and
an incredibly friendly, talkative person, but it was weird. It was weird.
my dad
Who knows?
told
Maybe
me,
maybe dragging somebody around on a leash is how they say hello.
Yeah, maybe it was
Yeah.
just like we all got drunk and we all
Well,
dragged everyone on a leash.
everybody has
I don't know.
radiation poisoning over there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we had to blend in with those little retarded monsters over there.
Is that what your dad said?
Yeah, that's what I'm quoting him. I didn't say that. yeah.
She's like, act like we're one person.
Yeah, it was a human centipede
act like we're
type
fused
thing.
together. Otherwise, otherwise they'll rip us off at the bar.
Yeah, it was a little
You're not from
human
around these here parts. Just
You think-
fucking eyeballs
You think
coming
he's
out
got
of your
like?
forehead.
You think he's got like really corny like nuclear like talk to hit on?
Oh God, yeah, I'm so nuclear. I got 3 dicks, you
Yeah.
know, like type
Right.
shit like that. Oh,
I was
yeah.
just thinking. Speaking of fusion, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
I
he
got
is a
something to
nerd
fuse,
too.
yeah.
He's a nerd too.
Yeah. Imagine if he wasn't. Imagine if it was just a bro. Your
Just a
dad,
bro.
You're just a bro in charge of a nuclear reactor.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Who's like, why was there a meltdown? He's like, the Jets lost. I was upset. I don't know what you want from me.
I was railing the secretary.
Right,
of course,
exactly.
Of course.
He's like,
Well,
I
he
wasn't
had
paying
coke.
attention. I'm upset. My son's a virgin. Yeah.
Right.
He's fucking 26.
He would have.
Do your parents watch your stand up? Because
They have seen my stand up a lot.
You're very dirty, and
Yeah.
yet you don't talk to them about sex at all.
No, yeah, but when they come, I am a pretty dirty comic generally, but when they come to shows, like I try to be so dirty they'll never come back.
Oh,
That's
really?
Kind of my, and then, but
Oh,
it,
that's nice.
but it doesn't work. They
just love you
they're-
so much.
They,
They're
they
so
like,
supportive.
They're like supportive, which like
Yeah.
hate, and it's like it's not even sincere support though. They don't actually care.
Do you bring
Yeah.
one?
They want me to
why
quit
don't you,
every
why,
day.
why don't you go all out and just bring them up?
Bring them on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Here,
That'd be
no,
fun.
not even bring them on stage, but like just do a new bit on how
Oh,
you think your
yeah.
dad cheated on your mom.
I've been trying to write that into a
We
bit.
can
That
just-
would be fun.
we can just
that
send
would be
this
fun.
podcast
We could just
to
send
your
the,
dad.
The thing is, they support me so much. There's like a 5% chance they'll listen to this. They're like, they'll be like, "Oh, did you see the new podcast Geoffrey's on? We got to listen to it."
Does that make you uncomfortable?
No,
the possibility.
I don't think they will. I did another podcast that was just about dads, and he didn't listen to that, so
Yeah.
I doubt he listened to this
Nice.
one.
Yeah, I think people overestimate how much their dads care about them. Like it's like
He'll come to a show,
they
but
can
he's
love
not
you,
gonna
but they're not gonna
research.
sit there and watch an hour of you talking to 2 guys he's
No,
never heard of, being
no.
like, "So, man, what was high school like?"
They don't. Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
care.
Well, do you think that's a mother's love? A mother will actually go through and like watch you for hours,
I don't
be
think
boring.
anybody gives a fuck about anybody else. That's the whole point of like why comedy's so hard. It's like to get to a point of success, like literally tens of thousands of people need to adore you, and it's so hard to get one to even give a fuck
you
about
can't
you
get your
at
mom,
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I need 10,000 moms.
Yeah.
10,000 moms.
Yeah.
That was
what we
apparently
need.
Mulaney's thing. I think somebody was like, some guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he was a comic he used to feature for Mulaney, and he was like, yeah, Mulaney's crowd is like a lot of sad middle-aged women.
Oh yeah, of
Like,
course. I
women
bet
in
he
their
cleaned
30s
up
in the
after those
Midwest,
shows.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
And when he was a drunk
Yeah.
too. I bet he was plowing 40-year-old
Well,
moms.
that's what I wanted to know. Is he came out and he was like, yeah, I'm in rehab. I had to have an intervention. I was using drugs again. It's like, didn't you just shoot a special with a bunch of kids?
Oh,
Oh,
did
yeah.
he? Were there kids in
that was
it?
like 2
No,
years.
I
That was
think-
before the
I think
pandemic.
he relapsed afterwards.
Oh,
but
wow.
but it's also like, yeah, of course that's what he's gonna say. Of course he's
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
fucking tell you like I was like Bowie came out and he was like, I was blacked out when I shot The Man Who Fell to Earth and when I made Station to Station and
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like Ashes to Ash and all that shit. He was like, I don't remember any of that.
Wow.
Right. He was at the peak of drug usage and he only came out
And he
openly
put out
about
the
it
best
afterwards.
music he's ever made.
Yeah. That shit rocked. And then yeah, so it'd be
Meanwhile,
very
every
funny
time
if
I wake up from a
Mulaney,
blackout, where's my masterpiece?
right?
Right.
Yeah.
We keep trying to get drunk, but we're like, maybe
Nope.
I'm just not talented.
Just a bed filled with piss.
yeah.
You just have to be
Can't-
successful to the point where like if you're a guy alone and then you get drunk and nothing gets done, but if there's a record producer
Who they're
and,
urging
and,
you
and a
on.
label who's like the record's due in a month and then
Right,
fucking
right.
30 backup musicians, you just show up there and you're like, play a B flat, and they're like, all right,
Right.
let's just go with this. And
Like
then-
I have good ideas when I'm drunk, but I have no one to put them down
Right,
or to
right,
create
right.
it into a product
I
or
get it.
something
You need,
like
you need
that.
a sober team.
Yeah, you need
Right.
a
Yeah.
sober team
Right,
around you to
right.
create the.
Brian
idea.
Eno producing you and Tony
Right.
Visconti and all this other shit.
Those were the Berlin albums, right? right?
Yeah.
That was all in Berlin.
Yeah.
That's
The Berlin
right.
trilogy, which wasn't even
Yes.
fucking recorded in Berlin, all of them.
Oh, they weren't? Oh, I just know it's called that.
It's called that, but I think only one of them was made in Berlin.
Okay.
Berlin, Connecticut, actually.
Connecticut.
You said you had a little. I brought a couple things we can talk about, but you said you had a little one.
Oh, it's just like it's not even much. It was just that when my grandma was dying, like maybe a decade ago, like all my uncles scammed her out of all of her farmland. Or no, one of my uncles.
This is like a biblical scam.
Yeah, it kind of
is.
is like an Abraham Isaac type shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he got her to sign, like, she owned like a big farm, like sign the farm over to him, even though it was supposed to be parceled among her 7 or 8 children.
Yeah.
And he like convinced this dying woman.
Yeah.
And now he's not invited to Thanksgiving or anything anymore, but he's like, I got the farm, so
Yeah.
like, who gives a shit?
Is the farm worth a lot of money?
It probably, yeah, farms are worth, yeah, it's
Like,
a pretty
he-
big, it's
he-
probably worth $500,000. I
That's
bet.
something-
He
that's
farms it out, or
Yeah, he
like it
farms
generates
it.
$500,000 a year.
It's
or
probably the
worth?
land's worth a lot, and I bet he makes a decent amount of
You
money.
think he does it all
too.
himself? He's like, fucking suckers. He's milking a cow, drinking it.
Getting up at the ass
idiots.
crack of dawn.
You
Yeah.
can make a decent amount of money if you're a good farmer.
I heard that all the farms, like it's hard for independent farmers to stay afloat.
It's mostly owned by big
Right.
corporations.
It's
Yeah,
like
of course.
you loan out your farm to Purdue, which then uses it to fucking raise
that's
chickens.
what mostly it is. The independent farmer's fairly dead. That's like
Yeah.
20% of farms now.
That's wild.
It's really sad.
And then if you do
Well,
it,
they still
you,
do it,
You got to
but,
go to the
like-
farmer's market and be like, "Would you like to try our wares?" And you're
yeah,
just
they
like,
have to
"Fuck."
beg. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like old new sharecropping, like a little bit. Like they work for Purdue, but it's
Yeah.
on their land, and they have to like give them a percentage of the
Right.
profits.
And
every
everybody's
year.
saying that like the margins are so small that
Yeah,
it's like
it's really
you
tough.
wind up just like
Life is so cheap
losing
there,
money
though.
or barely breaking even, and then just
Yeah.
winding up selling the farm. That's just what
Yeah.
happens over
They
and
just
over.
buy it up.
Life. What do you
yeah.
mean life is cheap there?
Life is cheap in the rural area, though, so you don't have to make a lot of money to like survive.
Oh.
But like,
I thought you meant the
not
other
like
life is cheap.
Oh yeah, like
Life
they
is
just
cheap. You
throw
just kill the
bodies
farmer
away.
and go. Yeah, just like
Just
bodies
waste
everywhere.
Well, in
motherfuckers.
the old days, definitely. That
Well, it
was
is true. You can find migrant laborers for like $2 an
Oh
hour.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And
That's.
that's all,
No,
where
that's
all
why
our
I was.
food comes
That's
from.
why I was like, "What do you mean life is cheap?
Yeah.
This is about to get to
But
murder."
yeah, like those small towns, like the most racist towns, become like half Hispanic for like
Right.
2 months every
Right,
year.
right.
like they have to live side by side.
Right.
In this weird.
All of a sudden they're
coexistence.
eating like really delicious food, and they're
Yeah.
like they're really
The
furious
food's
about
really
it.
good in August. Yeah, I don't know what's going about.
What
it.
is this called? Pepper? It's amazing. I feel like my mouth is on fire.
oh, I love this tomato. Thank God somebody picked it off the ground for me. 'Cause
Right.
I couldn't do that. Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't know. One thing I was gonna say is on the way over here. So we're in we're in Bushwick right now.
Bushwick, okay.
But I got off at the on Broadway on the edge of Bed-Stuy, a poor black neighborhood, and Bushwick, a poor Latino neighborhood, and I saw a white dude, like he looked polyamorous, just a white dude, blonde with long hair,
Oh, yeah.
sitting with his legs crossed with a cup out, begging. He looked like he
Oh,
looked like
Oh,
he
you
could
get
have been.
nothing.
He looked like he could have been on this podcast, and it's just like, dude, I don't know where to start telling you what
know
you're
your
doing
role.
wrong.
Know your role.
What-
Go
Well,
to
it's like-
Williamsburg.
Well, go beg in fucking Manhattan or
Yeah, go
something,
to
but like you're in a
Manhattan.
poor fucking black
To be-
or Latino
You're
neighborhood.
gentrifying
To be- Yeah.
panhandling.
Right.
Like,
To be fair, the sign said "need new mic for podcast,"
Right.
so
Exactly.
we know what it was going towards.
Yeah.
my third partner needs a new jacket.
Yeah.
We're trying to pay for it.
Well, I was thinking he's like, I moved here to be polyamorous. I'm out of partners.
That's an expensive lifestyle to be polyamorous, though, too. So he's
Yeah,
using the
or
money.
or
I mean, I
if-
don't know.
Or you could be a
maybe.
polyamorous deadbeat and just get 6 meals.
Yeah, they pay for
They pay for
everything,
you. All your
yeah.
corporate girlfriends
Isn't
who
it
are
the
trying to
thing
spice
where
up their
That's
empty
true.
lives.
You're splitting every meal 3 ways.
Probably, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but you still eat one portion, which costs. It's more of like
And
he's
you have to
saying
go
like you have to
on-
go on 6
Going on a
dates
lot
a
of
week
dates, going on a lot
instead
of
of
dates. You have to get drinks 5 nights a week. It
just
seems
the polyamorous
exhausting.
guy who just makes stew for all his
Yeah.
girlfriends at once just to get it.
Yeah, like you
get it
meal
over
prep.
with.
You
That
meal
would be
prep
me.
at the beginning of the week.
That would be
yeah.
me. I always thought that. I was like, if I ever have 2 or 3 girlfriends, I'm just gonna make a big pot of chili in the beginning of the week. And I'm just gonna be like,
You make a
fucking
giant pot of chili, and it's like, who wants to go to the bedroom?
Katie loved the chili. Katie loved it.
And then you're like, Dan, are those white sheets?
Yeah.
Polyamory. Could not do that.
Um,
Have you tried that? I feel like you did.
I was in
No.
an open relationship
Oh,
for a
open,
while.
you did open,
Open to
okay.
me is a different thing because it's more of like, you have like you're
Polyamory is you have like multiple partners, like
Well,
regular partners, kind of.
Yeah, all the terms are kind of fuzzy. So there's monogamy, which is you have one partner. There's monogamish, which is where you're effectively monogamous, but you sleep with other people on the side.
I didn't know that
right.
was a technical
I've never
thing.
heard
Yeah.
monogamish.
Monogamish, yeah.
I thought that was open. I thought that's what open
That's
was.
kind. I mean, because open can mean that, or it can mean you can have multiple partners, like full
monogamish
on
is like one night stand type thing.
Yeah.
generally. Okay.
The open relationship can mean polyamorous or not. Open relationship can be like, if you want to date multiple people, you want to have a girlfriend on the side,
Right.
all that. And then polyamorous is like, I want to fall in love with multiple people. But then there's also like hierarchical, like this is my primary partner and these are my secondary partners.
That seems weird.
Then there's relationship anarchists. It's all fucking stupid.
Relationship anarchist?
Yeah, which is like we
What?
don't like to put labels on anything, and I just like to have relationships with people, and sometimes they'll be friendships, and sometimes they'll be sexual.
Shut up.
But it's also
Shut
just
up.
like every time you hear about this, it's like all I can picture is a guy jerking off, or it's like you need a thing to do. You need something in
You
your
shouldn't
life.
put so much work into this part of your
Right.
life. Yeah.
It's just very, very tedious, and then the culture surrounding it is deeply disgusting to me.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like the cool dad giving the sex talk right
Oh,
there. That
sure.
was the 2030 sex talk.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
exactly. That's what a sex talk is
Yeah.
like. Sometimes when a man loves a gender non-conforming person.
Yeah. If you're gonna get the pansexual, be ready for this or whatever.
Right.
Oh God, demisexual, all that.
Yeah. So how did that come up? So I was in I don't know. I had a relationship, and then we would hook up with people outside of it. It's
Okay.
I don't
Did
know.
it work? Because I know people where it has worked for a while.
I don't think. I think if you have problems, it makes problems worse, and I think if your relationship's fine, it's generally not going to introduce a problem.
Right.
But I think most relationships fail.
Exactly. So it's gonna fail. So you might as
All
well
of them
fuck 20
fail.
other
100% of relationships fail.
Unless you both die, unless one of you dies while you're in it.
no,
and
that's a failure.
No, it's not.
No,
Yeah.
that's
You
not
kidding
fail.
me?
That's
No,
beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
That's beautiful. But that's the
beautiful.
only way
That's
that your
beautiful.
relationship doesn't end in a breakup is if one of you dies.
No, I consider that
Right.
a fail.
Yeah.
And I say that to the
That's
widow.
deep
or,
cynicism.
They're like,
That's
Dan.
deep.
They're like, Dan, why are you so upset? He's like, my wife left me.
She left me for another man. Jesus Christ.
A fail blog. Get it?
Right.
Divorce fails.
Divorce fails.
Yeah.
It's like anything else, man. I don't know.
It's gonna fail. Yeah.
It's not- it's-
like other monogamy fails too. Like
Right.
yeah.
It's just another variable. Like honestly, everything comes down to like if you're open and communicating and then it's good, then fine. But then if everything comes down to like either a lack of
Can't be
communication,
lying and yeah.
a lack of honesty, or a lack of compatibility at a certain point.
No,
So
I think I look at this as I see couples on the street and I go, these are the ones I know that are going to make it. The ones with no other options except what they have right now.
yeah, they have to make it.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
It was like you got nowhere to go.
Two ugly
Either
people.
of you,
They're
yeah,
gonna make it.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the
Those
deepest love.
That's the deepest. A
'Cause they're
4 and
both-
a 4.
Two people
Yeah.
just so grateful and that they know they couldn't do any better. Everybody's happy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Open relationship is just a relationship where two people both think they can do better, and so that's it. They're just
Exactly.
together, but
Yeah.
like looking over
I
each
don't
other's
get
shoulders.
people who are ugly in an open relationship. Like, who do you think you are? Like you, stick with-
arrogant.
You found one person.
Yeah.
Be thankful.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like those guys got to crush it though. Like that's when.
Well, because open relationship people fuck other open relationship people, so
Partially,
it's like a kind of a
Yeah.
pool.
That's like the poly community, right?
There's like a community, right?
But there's also people who are just open, and you'll just, you meet
One
someone
night
at a
stand,
bar, and
yeah.
you're like, listen, I have a girlfriend, but it's open. Okay,
Yeah.
yes or no?
And no one in New York cares.
Yeah.
I feel like no one here cares. In Chicago, even though like everyone's open now.
Yeah,
Everyone under 25 is in an open relationship.
When I was single, I'm seeing someone now, but it's like, yeah, that was the other thing. My wife, she's from France, and she's like, oh, like open and poly hasn't made its way over here. It's just everybody cheats when they're young. When you're in your 20s, everybody's just cheating constantly, and then that's it. And that's where you get all the fucking R&B songs about like, baby girl.
Yeah. That's where you. Yeah, that's
I
where
couldn't
you,
stop it. So it's either you cheat and then you write very annoying music about it, or you're open and yeah, I don't know.
You're doing it. At a
Shaggy
later
Shaggy
time.
spent a lot of time in France, is what you're saying.
What?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Sure.
that was
Yeah.
his. Cool. So anyway, so what happened to this guy?
Nothing. It was just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous to be in a poor neighborhood. Like
You
there's
can't be a white guy panhandling here. It's
yeah, exactly.
insane.
You can't be a fucking blonde guy who's 25 where it's like, bro, I don't know if something is wrong with you or what, but it's also you're begging in a poor neighborhood. You're begging in the wrong neighborhood.
I think of it this way: anyone can be insane. and then
He probably is
doesn't matter.
insane.
Yeah,
He probably
yeah.
was insane.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like anyone
No.
can be mentally ill. Do you think he's that off as a human being that he's that unaware of? I think he's completely unaware of where he is
Maybe.
or what he's really doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
that's where you gotta give him a pass.
You give
Or
him
are
too
there
much
like
credit.
panhandlers who are like afraid of success? He's
Yeah.
like afraid to actually make the move to
Right,
Manhattan.
right,
He's like,
right,
oh,
right.
I don't know. I'm not cut out for it.
Right,
you know,
right.
Those
I'm a
Manhattan
Bushwick
homeless,
guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
Manhattan homeless people,
He
man.
can't compete. He can't
Right.
compete.
They're all
Yeah.
singing and dancing.
Yeah,
Over here,
he-
you just got to sit and look sad.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
in New York you got to have a
He got
a
on
grift.
he got on the subway and he saw Showtime.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
subway's
you
like,
can't
I can't.
compete.
He's like, I'm just get back
He
on
just
there.
turned
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Turned
yeah.
around.
I was going to say this. There's one story of yours that multiple people have brought up in conversation. That
Oh wow,
I don't-
what is it gonna be?
I don't know if you know that this is almost like a popular thing amongst comics that
Oh,
they talk about.
wow.
It's not about you. It's a story you told. I
Oh,
wonder if you could
okay.
tell it. I don't know if Dan's heard it. It was about you were opening for a guy who did magic.
Oh yeah.
Could you tell us that, and maybe we'll end on that?
That's a short. Okay, I don't remember. I think his name was. I think he actually didn't. He just did one magic trick at the end. He actually was not a magician comedian. He was a normal comedian. I think his name was Mick Lazinski. And I was working this club in Milwaukee called Jokers with a Z. It's like one of those clubs where it's in the basement of a strip club.
Yeah.
You can hear the strippers
Yeah.
dancing if you're doing badly. And there's like
Wow.
pictures of like, there's murals with Richard Pryor and all these other comedians who have never set foot in this building.
It's a good room.
No, it's terrible. It's
nightmare.
absolutely terrible.
Right.
One of the worst comedy club ever done. It's now out of business, so I can say this. But this guy would do he was like a hack road comic, normal guy, but then he'd do like this magic card trick at the end.
Yeah.
And it was to Journey's Don't Stop Believing. And he just like, I don't even know he's just doing card tricks, whatever. But these people are idiots. They're losing their minds. It's
Yeah, because they love the
destroyed.
song.
They love
and
the
it's
song.
magic.
Magic is cool.
Yeah.
Magic is cool. Like he wasn't really particularly good.
Like-
It was like pretty lame.
Right,
card
but if
tricks.
you're in art, you're like being like comedy is an art.
Yeah.
Comedy is an art form. What's he doing? Closing with magic, and
magic.
Journey.
And then
Right.
and one time he did it and the sound cue was off, so like the song stopped before he did like the big punchline. So he was just doing magic to silence for like 30 seconds or whatever. But then one time, I think it was like probably after the fourth or fifth show, where I was just like, God, this fucking. I'm just like at the bar, like pretty much like openly like shaking my head, like you fucking pig, like
Yeah.
you fucking. And he just comes up to me, and he just puts his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, "They're pigs, kid. Feed them slop." You know? And it's just like I think about that all the time because he's not wrong. And
Yeah.
he took it to an extreme.
Right.
But I think like there is something to be said. Like people are stupid, and you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
gotta couch to their level.
Meet
a
them at
little.
their level.
You gotta
Like,
meet them at their
yeah.
level. This whole like play to the height of the room.
Yeah.
People are smart. It's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
true. They're stupid.
Right.
Generally, even in New York, they're stupid crowds.
They're
Generally.
stupid.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
funny is in New York you have crowds that think they're smart, but they're stupid.
Exactly.
right?
Which is worse.
They're
That's
like,
the worst.
actually,
That-
the
that's
fucking
the
my
worst.
liberal take is like,
Yeah.
oh, I got
Yeah.
it. And it's like, you don't see that there's a billion people like you and they're all the exact
Yeah.
same. You don't
Yeah.
see that you're just fucking pressed out of a factory.
I actually find like towns, like small farm towns, crowds are better than New York crowds a
Right.
lot of the time.
Yeah.
They know they're idiots. They're
Right.
like, we're stupid.
Right.
We'll take your word for it, city
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
you say so, we'll laugh at it.
Right. That's why you close with Don't Stop Believing now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mick
magic.
Lazinski passed away last year, and I now do.
Did he
that.
actually?
No.
That's why-
I
that's-
mean, I don't know. This was like
Yeah.
6 years ago. He's probably still alive.
That's the type of guy that doesn't die.
No. Yeah.
That's
He's
just-
on a
like the
cruise.
type of cockroach where he'll just find a way to somehow survive.
He's on a cruise ship somewhere. He
Right.
can't die on
Yeah,
that
right
cruise
before he
ship.
dies, they'll cut
Right.
off his arm, and that'll grow into
You
another.
can't die in
magician.
international waters.
Right.
You can't. It's like an
Yeah.
in-between fugue state.
It's illegal because
Yeah.
then no one wants to bury you.
Yeah. But I do remember that quote often. I think about it all the time.
I've had no less than 3 comics at some point, like we're talking behind shows, and they're like, Geoffrey Asmus told me something once. And I'll be like, here it goes, fucking, they're pigs, kids, feed them slop. That's great.
That's so funny.
All right, man.
That's awesome.
I think that's all for today. Yeah, unless
Yeah,
you
that's
have
good.
something. All right, thanks so much for
Thanks
being
for
here.
having me. It was fun. Yeah.
How where can they find you?
Well, Instagram's the one. We love Instagram. It's Geoffrey ATM, Geoffrey ATM, Geoffrey Ass to Mouth. That is what it is.
There you go,
That was
killer.
my nickname in high school, and here it is.
And in
Yeah.
Chicago now, moving to New York soon.
Moving to New York probably 6 to 8 months. Got to convince the girlfriend, but probably.
That's killer. All right, man.
Oh,
thanks
she's
for.
she's not convinced yet.
I haven't even brought it up to her, but I think she will be.
You're telling us
we
before.
can talk to her if you want.
Well, we just moved in, so I don't want to bring it up
Well,
yet.
do we have a surprise for you?
wait.
Come on.
Yeah,
in.
Aaron. Aaron.
What,
Hell
what does
yeah.
she do?
She's a therapist.
Yeah, I
Which
mean,
is great.
there's way more money in therapy in New York.
No, yeah, I know. I think she would actually
People
love
have
to
more
move
money
here.
and are way more fucked up.
Yeah, I think it would be a good move.
They're all
for
moving
her.
here to prove something, and it makes
Yeah.
them miserable, and
Yeah.
the conditions are horrible.
Yeah,
Way
a lot
better.
of Jews, a lot of
Yeah.
neurotic Jews.
Right, right,
Yep,
right.
yep.
Yeah, nice. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Good time.
Follow me at Santiago is Dead.
Follow me at Daniel Veza.
Thank you guys for listening. Like, subscribe. All right, that's it. Get home safe.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.